to set the old turducken aside and get ready for football as here we go on a Thanksgiving night. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers. Because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a gain of 16 for number 16.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Rodgers. This one brought in by Jefferson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. The Buccaneers at 8-2 on the year. And they come in off a loss last time out, but still in the midst of a great season. Winners of 8 of their last 10.
And it always hurts when you lose a tight game as they did a week ago. I think each player starts thinking to himself, if I could have played better one play here, one play there, maybe it could have changed this team's fortunes. But it absolutely illustrates how important it is to play a complete game if you want to win in the NFL.
Give them 3 yards there on the first down pickup. These two teams, they met in Tampa earlier in the year with the Bucs prevailing in that one. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
Rodgers now on first down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Saints are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions, can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
So here come the Saints now for their first drive. They're led by their quarterback from the University of Alabama, Mac Jones.
It's hard to be frustrated when you throw for nearly 400 yards, but I know he wanted to break that barrier. I think he got the pain eased a little bit when they named him NFC Offensive Player of the Week, though.
Yeah, when you get the award, you know you had the best week in the conference, you'll let it slide. But, hey, that number well within his range. You know he's got the arm to do it in this one. Meanwhile, Jones' throw taken in by Edwards. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones will be a gain of 5. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll try and run for it with Sanders. It's a gain of 4, and it gets him the first. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go fling it out, give the ball right back. They avoided that. Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs. Jones throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. To throw again on second down. Jones, he'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. That one a first down pickup of 8. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. The numbers for Sanders last week, 18 carries, 74 yards.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. So that time, Charles, quarterback helpless really in the pocket in the face of a pass rush like that. They were on him instantly.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get him.
Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. They'll make that a second sack here on their first drive out defensively, and not to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
But they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback maybe some screens, maybe some draws, hard count, use your voice inflection a little bit, anything to try and slow that pressure down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game.
And this is a commentary on today's kickers and just how good they are that a coach would think about running his guy out there to try a 59-yarder. Here it backfires on him, but as a kicker, you have to appreciate the confidence that they showed in you.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 94 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's contest than he would have expected. Didn't seem to think this short week was going to affect him much as he chases a big performance here in prime time.
And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. Starting drive number 2 off on the right foot. Completion for the first down. Drive 1 is that had to be pretty frustrating because they moved the football. They just didn't get any points out of it.
But warm-up QB2, let's bring in the backup. I mean, my goodness, you take them downfield and you don't score points. You know I'm being totally facetious here, right? I'm just kidding. Nice first drive. Rarely do teams score on every single drive in a game, but they like what they did there. They just hope they can pay it off this time with some points.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Sideline throw. It's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. And again, it's Rodgers. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
We use the term catch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Rodgers now on first down. And one more time, that's Watkins.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers, wide open receiver, complete.
And the Bucs are going to have a first and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to two people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
The quick slant caught. And in for the Buccaneers, touchdown.
Rashad Bateman
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bucs put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive in total 8 plays.
And it's Rashad Bateman who finished it all off with a touchdown. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive.
They're riding a 2-game winning streak into this Thursday nighter. How easy is it when you're on a roll to stay on a roll given the quick turnaround?
Well, you would think it'd be pretty easy because everyone's locked in practice and meetings because everyone feels good about themselves. And for coaches, this is where they have to tell themselves, don't add too much. Don't worry about game plans as much as players. So look at your play sheet and think, give it to the guys who play best, and don't worry about the rest of it.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Now Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. That's returnable now for Smith. A nice punt, but a good run back as well, 13 yards.
And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. They fake the give. Now Rodgers completes it to Fant on the right side. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football. As they've got it with a 2nd and 4 coming up.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here. 35.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. He's got his tight end Fant.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. From the 40 now on second down. Rodgers, he's got his big tight end, Fant.
And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And this is caught by Watkins.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 19. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender. Made him
what do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And the Buccaneers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And back at the 8 now, 3rd and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Second down, back to Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Throwing, Jones. Holmes has got it complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target. Able to pick up another first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Jones into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Now the Buccaneers offensive unit back out on the field. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out. 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense has really floated around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. On play action, it's Rodgers. This is the tight end Fant. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his fifth catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. To throw, it's Rodgers. He'll fight his man, Laviska Shenault. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Rodgers. This one to the sideline. He's got it. A nice job to keep the feet in, but he is a bit short here of a first down. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach turned his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The New Orleans offense set to take over. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Jones. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And they are going to take possession of the football inside the 15 at the 14-yard line. So holding on the offense, they go ahead and decline the penalty, and the ball will change hands on the fumble recovery. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. Jonathan Allen, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught 11 on the field. Those sidelines can become the 12th defender.
it worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Throw left side, going to be caught by Shenault. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. And now the Tampa Bay field goal unit comes out here. A 33-yarder from the left hash. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Saints offense going to head out now late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Jones now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Sanders. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Jones. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. On 2nd and 10. Jones. He's got him in. Complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 32 on the play.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Gonzalez's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on a Thanksgiving night as we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon. Once again, happy Thanksgiving, everybody, as we'll run you through what's going on both today and later on this weekend. Plenty of good matchups in that 1 o'clock Eastern window. It'll be noon at Soldier Field in Chicago. And a big test for the Bears, as they'll be forced to reckon with the Atlanta Falcons. In the late afternoon games, the place to be might very well be Denver, Colorado, where it'll be the Broncos taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then finally, we wrap up the week with a good one on Monday Night Football between the Miami Dolphins and the New York Jets. Moving on, let's take a look at the next-gen stats in the first half for Tampa Bay. And they've had all sorts of success thus far tonight throwing the football, as they're on pace to throw for 300-plus yards if they continue the way they've been going. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they weren't quite as successful throwing the ball as their counterparts were, but they still were able to move the ball reasonably well in that first half.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 59 yards. And the Saints have got it back to within a score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead will shrink to 6. After the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. A quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Rodgers. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. From the 38, Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. The drive stays alive. A third down gain of 8.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. They run a draw here on 2nd down. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And a quick throw here that's complete. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. On 1st down, Rodgers. A slant route caught by Bateman. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
On play action, now Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Adams. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Noah Fant from 21 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Rodgers will throw for it, and this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here, because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense, that's 2 points for them. But he identified an open target and put it right on him.
Holmes going to opt against bringing it out, and they will begin at the 25. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. From just shy of midfield, Jones. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Now Jones. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Now we're going to get another look at this one. Dennis Allen not happy, so he is throwing the challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And, Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And, Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Here's Rodgers to throw. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And again, it's Rodgers. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he is going to have a Bucs 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. In the 1st half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Rodgers now on 1st down. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. So nothing doing there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Hands it off out of the gun. And once more, this play going in the wrong direction. The Saints get to him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He's got Watkins on the out route. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Rodgers to throw once more. Able to complete this to Shenault. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. We are headed to the 4th here on Thanksgiving night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Rodgers now to throw. He finds Bateman over the middle. And the Bucs are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Here's Rodgers. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up 1st downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. This one fielded at the 5. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Throwing Jones. And incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Meanwhile, Jones throws. And the ball is knocked out. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. Azeez Al-Shaair in to make the stop. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, they're going to run for it here. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Defense just simply can't get off their feet out there. How important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. On 2nd and 7, Rodgers firing quickly, but it's incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Throwing is Rodgers.
And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. And he'll be tackled after a gain of 4. Still 3 yards short. 4th down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 40, the 20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And Smith not going to bring it out, so it's a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Rodgers going to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. And defense, they're blitzing here. Jones. And his throw here's incomplete. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Jones throwing on 1st down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Edwards. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Jones, a quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw again. Toward the sideline, and he will have the 1st down as he was able to keep the feet in bounds. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down in bounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll look to throw again. Holmes has got it complete. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help him a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards.
And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Jones. Left side here to Sanders. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
No gain on the play. Next to 2nd and goal. At the Buccaneers 5-yard line.
Up the middle they go with Sanders. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Brought down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Looking to throw. Jones. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A.J. Brown there to make the grab. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th.
Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And Martin, except for those on the West Coast, where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there. They went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Gonzalez able to tackle on the PAT. And now things going to get more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Buccaneers offense ready to rock and roll again. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. 1st down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. Over the middle, he's got Watkins. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
But they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead. But that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive, but only able to muster a gain up to the 8-yard line. The Saints in the hurry up here, clock continuing to roll.
And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The Bucs ready to take over once again. And with the defense out of timeouts, powerless to stop the clock, this should just be a couple of kneel downs. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. So he'll take a knee here to wrap this one up, and he's going to want to keep that game ball. He was sensational.
What a finish in this one, Charles. You know, this group, they come in, they have to fight a hostile atmosphere every snap. They get the late score, they get the victory, and that flight home, it's going to be a little sweeter after this one.
And Brandon, just like you, I was fired up for that last sequence. How about that? Wouldn't you have loved to have been in the huddle when they were